everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has teased a dangerous drinking storyline involving Roe Hutchinson that will air next week. The Hutchinsons have had a difficult time recently, with Diane's struggles with alcohol and later, Tony and Diane's divorce. After the time jump, it was teased that Tony had a new admirer, and it was soon revealed that he and Marie had been secretly seeing each other. Best streaming services. Roe discovered the pair's romance last month when he caught his dad kissing Marie, and Tony asked him to keep the secret so he could tell Diane in his own time. But it wasn't long until Diane found out, when Marie was forced to admit the truth, and she was devastated by her ex-husband and her close friend's betrayal. Marie didn't like seeing her friend struggling, so she thought it was a good idea for her and Tony to put the brakes on their relationship and take things slowly. Hollyoaks' Chelsea Healy confirms return after dancing on ice stint. In scenes that will air next week, the situation hasn't improved, with Diane finding it difficult when Marie walks into the dog. She seems to have accepted Tony moving on, but she later tells Marie that she is struggling. Tony and Marie have planned another date, and Tony is excited as he gets ready. Roe isn't impressed by his dad's enthusiasm, but Diane does her best to keep things amicable. The word has spread about the new couple, as later at school, Roe and Marie's son Arlo are told by Kathleen Angel that their parents are on a date. Hollyoaks star heaps praise on Emmerdale and similar storylines. Arlo previously worked with Ant to play a trick on Roe, where they made a fake profile on an online forum for transgender teenagers and befriended him. When he went to meet up with Ash, Arlo was there to throw eggs at him, and Roe was heartbroken when he discovered that his new friend wasn't real. However, with their parents now in a relationship, Roe and Arlo might now be forced to get along. Arlo has bought wine into school, which makes Kathleen Angel angry. Roe offers to drink the wine with him, despite Arlo continuing to misgender him. Will Roe be caught drinking, and will Diane find out? Roe Hutchinson has always been a figure of strength in Hollyoaks. Whether it's been standing by her friends, navigating the complex relationships in the village, or simply handling the day-to-day challenges that life throws at her, Roe has remained unshakable. But upcoming episodes of Hollyoaks tease a darker, more vulnerable side to her character, as she struggles with dangerous drinking habits that threaten not just her well-being, but also the relationships she holds dear. The story kicks off subtly. Roe, who has always enjoyed a drink or two, finds herself turning to alcohol more frequently after a particularly rough patch in her life. Whether it's due to personal issues with her family, tension in her romantic relationships, or just the weight of everything happening in her life at once, the line between casual drinking and something more dangerous begins to blur. The early signs of trouble appear when Roe becomes a regular at the Hutch, her favorite local pub. At first, it's nothing unusual. The locals expect to see her there, catching up with friends, having a laugh, and enjoying the atmosphere. But soon she begins spending more time at the bar than usual, increasingly relying on the comfort of a drink to get her through the day. It's not just the frequency of her drinking that's alarming, but also her behavior. Roe, who has always been the life of the party, becomes withdrawn and distracted. She finds it hard to open up to those closest to her, pushing them away while she retreats into a bottle. Her once bright and bubbly persona starts to fade as her struggles with alcohol intensify. Her close friends, especially those who know her best, like Steve, are the first to notice the change. Steve, who has battled his own demons with addiction, sees the red flags. He reaches out to Roe, but she brushes him off, insisting that she's fine. She doesn't see her drinking as a problem, not yet anyway. After all, it's just a few drinks, right? Just a way to unwind after a tough day. But as the days go by, Steve grows more concerned, his own experiences making him painfully aware of the signs of addiction. Roe's drinking begins to affect her job as well. She misses a few shifts at the Hutch, unable to pull herself together after another long night of drinking. Her coworkers start to notice her slurred speech and lack of focus, and soon, it becomes clear that something's not right. Rose's world is starting to unravel, but she's in denial, telling herself that she can handle it. After all, it's only alcohol, something so many people rely on when Rose has a confrontation with her best friend, Lacey Lloyd. Lacey, who has always been there for Rose, tries to intervene, begging her to slow down and take a break from the alcohol. But Rose, defensive and embarrassed, lashes out. She accuses Lacey of overreacting and tells her to mind her own business. This heated argument leaves Rose feeling even more isolated, further fueling her desire to escape into the bottle. But it's not just her friendships that are at risk. Rose's relationship with her family begins to suffer as well. Her father, who has always been a stable presence in her life, becomes worried. He tries to approach her with concern, but she shuts him out too. The more Rose drinks, the more she pushes away the people who care about her, convinced that no one understands what she's going through. What's truly heartbreaking about this story is the way it highlights Rose's sense of loneliness. Despite being surrounded by people, she feels more isolated than ever. The alcohol becomes her coping mechanism, but instead of offering relief, it only deepens her sense of alienation. She begins to spiral, unable to see a way out. As Rose continues her descent into this dangerous cycle, a shocking incident finally forces her to confront the reality of her situation. After a particularly heavy night out, Rose gets behind the wheel of her car, drunk and disoriented. The reckless driving leads to a near-fatal crash, and Rose's life hangs in the balance. This dramatic moment serves as a wake-up call, both for Rose and for the audience. It's a stark reminder of just how dangerous unchecked drinking can be. The aftermath of the crash is one of the most intense and emotional storylines yet. Rose's friends and family rally around her, horrified by what's happened, but determined not to give up on her. As Rose lies in the hospital, battered and bruised, she's faced with the harsh truth about the toll her drinking has taken, not just on her health, but on the people who love her. In the coming weeks, Hollyoaks will explore Rose's journey of recovery, as she battles her demons and tries to rebuild the relationships she's damaged. It's a story that delves into the complexities of addiction, the struggle for control, and the power of support from friends and family. Rose will face numerous challenges on her path to healing, but with the help of her loved ones, she may just find a way back to the person she once was. The upcoming drinking storyline for Rose Hutchinson promises to be a powerful and emotional roller coaster, one that will test the strength of the character and those around her. Fans can expect shocking twists, heart-wrenching moments, and a raw look at the realities of addiction. Rose's story will not just be a cautionary tale, but a powerful reminder that even the strongest among us can fall, and that with the right support, it's never too late to rise again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.